a few days spending together, I really hope that you are satisfied and happy that you've been part of this student exchange program and that you are spending this week in Sarajevo, tomorrow Mostar, and day after in Srebrenica. And I really believe that my students, our students, are giving their best to make this stay in Sarajevo for you really great and something you will enjoy and remember of. And we are really looking forward to come to Luzern and then to continue our program and our friendship. I can say in this moment that this is already very nice friendship between two schools, young people, teachers, and Sarajevo and Luzern.
Mai smetterai, canterai, perderai la voce, andrai, piangerai, parlerai, scoppierà il colore, scorderai il dolore, cambierà il tuo nome. Canterai, perderai la voce, andrai, piangerai, ballerai, scoppierà il colore.
First, I want to thank you so much for this beautiful music. We are very impressed. I mean, huge compliment to your students, and thank you so much again for this warm welcome that you offer to us. And I just want to say the same as Aida already said. We are very much hoping that this beautiful friendship will be continued, and we are so lucky that we already spent a few beautiful days in Sarajevo, and are very much hoping that we will be able to offer the same to you when you are visiting us in Luzern. So thank you so much for everything, and to say thank you, but also to give you something that will you help passing the time until you meet us in Luzern. We brought you some presents. Of course, it's a bit a cliche, but chocolates, yes. So.
My name is Aida Sejdić-Melezović. I am a music teacher in Druga Gimnazija and CAS coordinator in International IBO program.
I'm Elmana Cerić. I'm philosophy and theory of knowledge teacher here in Second Gymnasium for 22 years now. I work in IB diploma program and national program too.
So Druga Gimnazija is a public school established in 1905. It has a long tradition in Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's one of the best schools in the state with the results from different subjects and different areas. We have approximately 900 students, maybe 40% of them attending IBO program in English language and rest of them attending the national program. We have more than 35 different classes that are actually in our school, and more than 100 employees, teachers, administration, and so on. Because we really collaborate a lot with the different associations. Here you can see students volunteering at the AOF. AOF is actually Olympic Games for the youth, which was held in Bosnia in 2019. And the different projects we are doing in school, outside the school, and so on. Okay. The exchange program with the school from Luzern seems to be a really excellent experience for us as teachers and our students. It's one of several programs we have this year in our school, but we are really proud as the teachers involved in this exchange to see the great results, the great cooperation between students, the project they did today during the workshop, the time they spent together in the city of Sarajevo, and we are really looking forward for our visits to Mostar and to Srebrenica in the next 2 days. We had a really selection of students, and our students had to apply to be part of this exchange program. And with all these meetings we had with the students and with their families, we can say that both students and their families are really happy to be host families for the students from Luzern. They really prepared in a way to organize time and everything necessary for students to feel good during their stay in Sarajevo. And we really hope and we try to do everything to make this really significant journey and school trip for our guests from Luzern.
For Hinduism, it's that almost thing that with
public policy.
I think like all should be allowed or all should be banned.
Today we've had workshops on our main topic of our cultural exchange is interculturality actually. So the purpose of these workshops is to raise awareness of our students to this very important topic in 21st century in this globalized world. The question about identities, about being more sensitive to other people's preferences, cultures, such as ethnicity, such as sexual orientation, gender, and so on. So I find these topics really extremely important for students to be able to cope with all of these issues in contemporary world.
So I think that interculturality is really important because in the past few months I've come in contact with people from 3 different countries, and the things that I've learned I probably wouldn't have had the chance to learn on my own without them like explaining it to me. And I think that we can exchange traditions, and we can also meet new people and see the differences but also the similarities, which I think are present more than the differences. I think that we often think the opposite, that we are so different, but I think that in the core we're really similar.
Okay, thank you so much, but it's okay to be different. We have to have this in mind all the time. Okay.
Yeah, the most important part we learn is probably how we can approach a different problem, because maybe people in Switzerland will approach a problem with hard work and, you know, a really stubborn mindset or whatever, and Bosnians will approach it with a different way, and creativity, yes, as well. So I think that's something we can learn, is how to approach different problems, because maybe some problems in different countries can be solved with solutions from other countries, and that can be applied all over the place. I mean, Bosnia's been doing that for all of its history, basically. That's.
I think one of the greatest benefits of interculturality, especially coming from Switzerland, you tend to grow up in a bubble. And you think that you escape this bubble by traveling or like through social media, but I don't think you can really do that by traveling, because most people when they travel, they stay at a resort or at a hotel and they never get to see everyday life of people that live there. And this is why I think being sensitive to interculturality and actually exchanging with the people there and living how they live gives you a much better view, and you have no other choice but to be accepting and to open your mind, because if you just continued with your old mindset, you would run against so many walls and you would offend people without knowing. And so I think that's really important, especially in today's life where we try to come together and to solve big problems like a pandemic or something, or energy shortages, to solve them together, but every country thinks they can push their way through without realizing that their way doesn't work in a different infrastructure.
So I'm really so satisfied. I'm so impressed actually with the degree our students are aware of all of these issues and their will to work on themselves, okay, to really develop their cultural sensitivity on these issues, to accept and adapt and maybe even integrate to different cultural perspectives and preferences. So I'm really happy to be part of this exchange program, because somehow it really fits into what I'm doing with my students, what is my mission as a teacher. Okay, I'm a humanity teacher, and maybe it's the nature of my work really to develop all of these competencies of my students, but this exchange gave me another opportunity maybe to expand even my own competencies on this subject. So I'm really satisfied how this is going on so far. I think that all of us really develop both on individual level, both professionally and as a group, and I don't know, I just hope that this exchange will continue in the future.